Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Nice move, but got him nowhere. Still backed up. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Matt Darr now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
319, blue 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action here on first down. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Set. Green 39.
Throwing again. Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murphy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. Unable to get Ivory down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
give will go to the fullback, DeMarco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and goal from the 1.
Set. 3-19.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
17.
Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go now. 319.
On play action, Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jerry Hughes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And before we can get to the field goal try, time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now out come the Bills. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Now let's go.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
319.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
319.
Now Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Cobb. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
319.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Fine. Yeah. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's McCoy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The ball comes out, and this is going to be Packer football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the line on the field is reversed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This give is to McCoy, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
58.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
319.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
319.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
No. Blue 58.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect, and he's going to have the connection to Foster, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down, underneath to Ivory. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
All right, let's go, come on.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 40 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
319.
Now Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers get a score closer.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Hey. Blue 58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, here's McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, here's McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Moore now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
319.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
All right, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, that's McCoy. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319. 57.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch number 33. 258.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Rodgers now on first down. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it with McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
4 down. No. 3-18.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
No. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
1st down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Down.
They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
3-19.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Illegal touching, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
3-19. 58.
Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
3-19.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle. whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
A 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
319! 319's an honor!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
319!
Rodgers again now. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
319! 319!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in this second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Green 39! Green 39!
Allen will try again on second down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing!
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Green 19!
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the match, caught by Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time and a first. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers operating from the gun. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's got this down to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS effort was on Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Holding, offense.
That one on Brian Bulaga. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
319!
Rodgers to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A give to McCoy. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Here we go.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.